Jack London, The Sundog Trail, Part 8. And then we come upon the man with the one eye. He is in the snow but the trail and his leg is broken. Because of the leg he has made a poor camp and has been lying on his blankets for 3 days and keeping a fire going. When we find him he is swearing. He swears like hell. Never have I heard a man swear like that man. I'm glad. Now that they have found that for which they look, we will have rest. But the woman says, let us start, hurry. I'm surprised, but the man with the one eye says, never mind me, give me your grub. You will get more grub at McKeon's cabin tomorrow. Send McKeon back for me. But do you go on? Here is another wolf. An old wolf, and he too thinks, but the one third to go on. So we give him our grub, which is not much, and we chop wood for his fire, and we take his strongest dogs and go on. We left the man with the one eye there in the snow, and he died there in the snow, for McKeon never went back for him. And who that man was and why he came to be there, I do not know, but I think he was greatly paid by the man and the woman like me to do their work for them. That day and that night we had nothing to eat, and all next day we traveled fast and we were weak with hunger. Then we came to the black rock, which rose 500 feet above the trail. It was at the end of the day. Darkness was coming, and we could not find the cabin of McKeon. We slept hungry, and in the morning looked for the cabin. It was not there, which was a strange thing, for everybody knew that McKeon lived in a cabin at Black Rock. We were near to the coast where the wind blows hard and there is much snow. Everywhere there were small hills of snow where the wind had piled it up. I have a third and I dig in one and another of the hills of snow. Soon I find the walls of the cabin and I dig down to the door. I go inside. McKeon is dead. Maybe 2 or 3 weeks he is dead. A sickness had come upon him so that he could not leave the cabin. The wind and the snow had covered the cabin. He had eaten his grub and died. I look for his cache, but there was no grub in it. Let us go on, said the woman. Her eyes were hungry, and her hand was upon her heart, as with the hurt of something inside. She bent back and forth like a tree in the wind as she stood there. Yes, let us go on, said the man. His voice was hollow like the clunk of an old raven, and he was hunger mad. His eyes were like live coals of fire, and as his body rocked to and fro, so rocked his soul inside. And I too said, let us go on, for that one thought laid upon me like a flash for every mile of 1,500 miles had burnt itself into my soul, and I think that I too was mad. Besides, we could only go on, for there was no grub, and we went on, giving no thought to the man with the one eye in the snow. There is little travel on the big cut-off, sometimes 2 or 3 months, and nobody goes by. The snow had covered the trail, and there was no sign that man had ever come or gone that way. All day the wind blew and the snow fell And all day we traveled while our stomachs gnawed their desire and our bodies grew weaker with every step they took. Then the woman began to fall. Then the man. I didn't fall, but my feet were heavy and I caught my toes and stumbled many times. That night is the end of February. I killed 3 Ptarmigan with the woman's revolver, and we are made somewhat strong again. But the dogs have nothing to eat. They try to eat their harness, which is of leather and walrus hide, and I must fight them off with a club and hang all the harness in a tree. And all night they howl and fight around that tree. But we do not mind. We sleep like dead people and in the morning get up like dead people out of their graves and go on along the trail. That morning is the 1st of March, and on that morning I see the first sign of that after which the baby wolves are in search. It is clear weather and cold. The sun stays longer in the sky and there are sundogs flashing on either side, and the air is bright with frost dust. The snow falls no more upon the trail, and I see the fresh sign of dogs and sled. There is one man with that outfit, and I see in the snow that he is not strong. He too has not enough to eat. The young wolves see the fresh sign too, and they are much excited. Hurry, they say. All the time they say, hurry, faster, Charlie, faster. We make hurry very slow.